So as we get ready to release the Maverick Radar, this guy right down here, we're first releasing it on TradingView, then it will be being worked on for NinJATRADER. This will be free. This indicator right here is free for any lifetime member. So if you have the Maverick AI Pro bundle, if you're a lifetime member, before midnight tonight, which will be Sunday, February 1st, 2026, you will get this for free. We're going to send out a message later today about it, how to snag it and all that stuff. So I promised you I'd give you guys a message by Sunday. But what I want to do is I quickly want to go back and do Monday through Friday at market open on, we'll do NQ, and just show you how this radar could point out some A+ setups. Okay, so let me quickly scroll back. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into replay mode. We're gonna do the market open each day of this past week. All right, and what we're gonna do is we are going to look at our Maverick Radar for an A+ setup. So if you're unfamiliar with our indicators, let me quickly explain how amazing this one indicator is. And we actually use multiple indicators, but how this indicator is. So the Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. What do I mean by that? Normally you just have green and red candles, and you can see how big they are. And if it's green, it means it's closing or it's currently above the previous candle, and vice versa for red. Well, what the Maverick AI Pro does is it colors your candles to the severity of the data. What it's doing is it's telling you the story. What's underneath the hood? What does that mean? Bright green is your strongest upside candle. Gray is reversal. Red is your second strongest downside candle. And pink is your strongest downside candle. Now this is 4 a.m. trading, but imagine if you knew kind of like a heat map of how strong the data is to the upside or how strong the data is to the downside, because we all know that there's going to be some candles that go up and down and sometimes they go sideways and stuff. But imagine if you had clear vision underneath the hood of that data. And that's what the Maverick AI Pro does. Gray reversal, red your second strongest downside candle, hot pink your strongest downside candle. Now again, that's 4 in the morning, so it's not the best example. Green, your second strongest upside candle, bright green, your strongest upside candle. Again, gray reversal, bright green. Okay, so we have a set of rules that we run by to take a trade. So we have simple rules, very, very simple rules. For us to take a trade, a lot of times, let's say for longs, we want price to be above the blue line. This is called the Maverick guide. When price is above it, we like to go long. When price is below it, we like to go short. When price is above it, we like to go long. Does that make sense? Okay, so price above it, long, price below it, short. All right. We love having green or bright green candles. What is that telling us? That's saying in the data underneath the hood is saying, hey, we're heading up. Strong evidence of data to the upside. Now, red is your second strongest downside candle, and hot pink is your strongest downside candle. So when we're below the blue line, tons of down confidence arrows. Look at all these down confidence arrows. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It doesn't matter. Tons of down confidence arrows. Price is below the Maverick guide, the blue line. You went from gray, which is reversal candle, to red, your second strongest downside candle, to hot pink. And this is what we like to see. By the way, also the bear bull background being red, okay? Maverick Trender. When this line is pegged to the top, this is showing massive strength and momentum to the upside. Red to the downside. Now this isn't like a RSI where it slowly comes up and slowly comes down and fakes you out. This is either at the top or it's at the bottom. And it gives you a label, an uptrend label. Okay, so basic rules. And then we have our Maverick Multi-X. 5 traders, think of these like traders. These are algorithms, but think of these T1 through T5 as traders. And they all have a completely different style. And every single tick, they are voting across 6 time frames. You can set these time frames for whatever you want. I have these set for the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 3, the 5, the 10, and the 15. So when all 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames, then you have bright green candles, which is your strongest upside candle. You have a green background, prices above the blue line, your Maverick guide, and then your Maverick trender is pegged to the top. We call this stacking probability. And when you stack probability in your favor, wins come. You know what I mean? You don't win every trade, but man, you're stacking probability in your favor. What the Maverick radar is doing is it's grading each one of the points that I just showed you. Maverick AI Pro do you have bright green candles or do you have green candles at the very least? Maverick Multi-X are all 5 traders voting across 6 time frames bullish. Maverick guide is price above the Maverick guide. Maverick trender is your Maverick trender peg. And then bear bull, so there's an indicator that our members have. It's called the bear bull. It looks at essentially buying and selling and seeing who's in charge, the bears or the bulls. We have a green background. And then there's this Q, which is a qualifier. It's we'll call it a black box qualifier for now. It's a bunch of formulas that we put in the background to kind of safeguard this, to make sure that we're making good decisions. And then it gives you a grade. So right now I have this set for the ES, the NQ, and the VIX. The ES and the NQ move usually in tandem. So if ES is moving up, 9 times out of 10, the NQ is going to be moving up. And then I have the VIX. The VIX moves opposite of these two. And what I set my Maverick radar to be is, hey, I need these two to agree, and I need this one to be the opposite. And when that happens, I get a big message that says all aligned, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're only gonna be trading 1 contract, and we're not gonna cherry pick. We're gonna go through the whole week at market open, okay? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We need this to say all aligned. We always sit out the first couple of minutes of market open. So let me get to market open. Where are we at? Okay, so this is the first minute of market open. See, this is why we sit out the first minute of market open. Look at this freaking wick. Okay, cool. So I'm going to wait for an A+ setup for it to be all aligned, and when we do, we'll get in on the next candle. Okay. All right. Cool. So boom. All right. So right off the gate, I don't like that though. It's the first candle. I mean, it's the second candle. So I'm going to wait for at least 3 candles. Okay. So all right. So I waited for at least 3 minutes for the market to shake itself out. So we're going to come over here. We're going to put on a long position. We're going to get right here. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go like that. And then let's see. Oh, so close. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I was like, geez Louise. Let's see where it went after that. Oh, it just kept going. Okay, so boom. So Monday's a winner. Beautiful. All right, so now let's do Tuesday, the next day. Where's market open? Right there. All right. Cool. And I probably should have pointed out how like the Maverick Multi-X was all aligned and stuff, but go back to our videos. You'll see all our rules. This is our checklist. So we're just waiting for an A+ setup and this big banner at the top. Okay. All right, so where are we at? This is Tuesday. Boom. Okay, market opens. Hot pink candle. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. But look at this huge wick. This is why we stay out that first minute or two of the market open. Okay? We're all aligned, but it's the second candle. I don't like that. So boom. Okay. So look, paid to stay out the first minute or two. If you're just jumping in the first minute of the bell ringing, that would scare the crap out of me. All right, so we're back all aligned, but I want to see a little bit more evidence because we are just, to me, this is a little consolidation here. Okay. So, okay, so that's good enough because we broke there. So I'm going to get in, and that's close enough. Okay. So let's watch it. Okay. Oh gosh. Pretty close. Next candle. Okay, we're all aligned. Okay. And it just keeps going. Okay. Not even close on any stop loss. Okay, so we won Monday. We won Tuesday. All right, now we're on Wednesday. Let's see here. Wednesday, there you go. You can see the date at the bottom. All right, let's wait for, look at this wick. I'm telling you, jumping in that first candle is just crazy. All right, so boom. And we got boring gray candles. Oh, now we're starting to see some signs of life. Oh, this is a wacky open. Wacky open. Oh, see, this should be the opposite of this for most of the time. So when you see that, I'm sitting on my hands. All right. Gonna get some sort of setup here. Wow, we're just chopping around this zone. So still do not have an A+ setup on our Maverick radar. Although there are some nice scalps in here. Okay, these should never be aligned. They should never be aligned. Just the top two should be aligned, not the bottom. All right. All right, now my ears are up. We got a B to the downside, A to the upside on VIX. Let's see how this goes. Okay, now my ears are up, right? Because I have a B setup on ES, an A setup on NQ, and an A setup on VIX. Okay, boom, we're all aligned. We're gonna get in. Why do I keep clicking the wrong one? All right, and now we watch. All right, so boom. Hot pink candles, you're coming down. Look at all these down confidence arrows. Now I'm getting in way late. Like if I didn't have the Maverick radar, I probably would have gotten in somewhere around here. But man, just gray reversal candle to red candle to hot pink candle, tons of down confidence arrows, prices below the Maverick guide, Maverick Multi-X. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. Maverick trender is not pegged though currently. So there you go. So you lost your Maverick trender on that next bar. Ooh, that came close. That came close to our stop. Come on, baby. Okay, so you got some retracement there, which is super normal. We're still aligned. Boom, we hit it. Okay, boom. So now we are 3 for 3. This was Wednesday. Let's now go to Thursday. All right, Thursday, you're coming right into the open. Gray reversal candle to red, your second strongest downside candle, to hot pink. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. Maverick trender is pegged. You're pretty much firing on all cylinders, but again, I would never get in on that first candle. So let's jump it. Look at this. This is exactly why I would never get in on that first candle. That wick is look at, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Okay, so we got an A+ setup to the downside on ES and NQ. We just need the VIX to have an A+ setup to the upside. Okay, there we go. Boom. All aligned, A+ setup on ES and NQ. Bears are in control. Prices below the blue line. Tons of down confidence arrows. Hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames, and the Maverick trender is pegged. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the downside. Boom. All right, and here we go. Boom. So, oh, okay, that didn't take long. Sheesh, that did not take long at all. I'm just curious where NQ went after that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so safe to say that was an A+ setup. All right, so now we are 4 for 4. Let's go to Friday. All right, let's go to Friday. Now, Friday was crazy. You had Trump nominated a new Fed chairman. I know gold just dumped, and so did silver. So I think NQ was pretty messy. So let's see here. What do we got? All right, so is this our first candle or our second candle? All right, so market's about to open. Okay, so market's about to open, or it does open. Look at this. Again, I would highly advise against, not financial advice, you do your own research, but man, just look at the first candle always of market open. It's just insane. So anyway. All right, so we got something setting up here. We got an A plus setup to the upside NES, a B setup on NQ to the upside, and then a VIX to the downside, A plus setup. Okay, so no setup yet, but it looks like it wants to. Okay, boom, we're all aligned. We're past that whatever period of time that I normally wait. So let's go for a long position. All right, cool. So let's see. Boom, boom, do, 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 do. Oh, I think we already got stopped out. Didn't we take it on this candle? Sorry, I probably should have been paying attention to that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got stopped out on that candle right here. That wicked all the way down. I could be wrong. Sorry, I was just clicking the buttons, but I'm pretty sure we got stopped out there. So we're 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Profitable week. Just going off of all aligned with the Maverick radar. That's pretty darn good. That's a pretty good winning percentage. Okay, that's an 80% winning percentage, if I'm correct. Okay, so so pretty cool. Come check us out. Go watch the video that I put out yesterday. Yesterday was a really great recap video, or any of the trading videos from this week. But our checklist, a lot of times, plus the indicators, really helps you keep on the right side of the trade. So anyway, anybody that's a lifetime member of the Maverick AI Pro bundle, by midnight tonight, will get the Maverick radar for free, okay? Which is just a stupid deal. Just a stupid. This is going to be the 8th free indicator that we've given you guys of the Maverick AI Pro bundle. I always say it's going to be the last free one, and then I just go, oh, I want to give you this because you guys already have the Maverick AI Pro. You already have the Multi-X. You already have the Maverick Guide in the Maverick AI Pro. You already have the Trender. You already have the Bear Bull. Like, now let's just put it all together and make it maybe just another tool in your tool belt. All right? So listen, if you are interested in having clear vision on your charts, clear vision, like if you see pink, it will most likely sink. Gray reversal candles. Look at this. What a move. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. If you want clear vision on your charts, if you want the tools I wish I had when I first started, hey, come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com. Again, never financial advice. Do your own research. Come read what our traders are saying. We've just had more success this week, I think, than ever. It's just unbelievable week for members, passing evals, getting payouts, the whole nine. So anyway, so come check us out. We would love, love, love to help you crush it in 2026. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.